And
hey everybody, Russ W. Oker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. Back here in the U.S. Bank broadcast booth for our post-game interview with Coach Lindsay Diehl. All right, Coach, you get 2 wins today, 5-1 and then 10-1. Let's start with the first game, and let's start with your pitching. I thought Maddie Huseman looked pretty good. She did what you told me she would do, and that is command the zone.
She does do a good job at that. They kept calling her for lifting her foot, and then we were talking to her about that, and then I felt like she was focused on that a little bit too much, and she wasn't spinning it as much. But I do feel like she put the ball where she wanted to today, and that's what we needed to do.
Okay. And then hitting-wise, though, I know that girl was busting us in most of the game. I'm sure 5 runs probably wasn't what you were after, if I know you.
You do know me well, Russ. I wanted more than that. I said it felt gross. Like I felt like we didn't own the batter's box, and we weren't sticking to the plan. We were talking about getting on the plate a little bit if she's throwing you outside, but you got to wait for that pitch. And then the same thing if you're going to get off a little bit and wait, because she was just going in and out. And then we weren't sticking to our plan, and we were trying to lift the ball. And I don't know. I didn't like the way that our barrels looked in that game 1.
So between game 1 and game 2, what was the conversation as far as your hitters go?
Just talking about sticking to the plan and knowing what it is that you do at the plate. Kennedy Preston and I had a great conversation in my office the other day, and I told them that's what I loved about Kennedy's performance is Kennedy said, I'm not a home run hitter. And sometimes somebody hits a home run on this team, and then they're all like, that looks like fun. I want to try it too. When that's not what you do. Every once in a while you might pop one out of the park, but you hit gap shots, and that's what stick to the plan as to what you do at the plate, and don't try to do too much. Keep the game simple. Stay within yourself. Be where your feet are. Those are the things that we talked about in between.
Defensively, no errors today.
We did good. Yeah, we did some good things. Russ, you make it seem like I do set a high bar. I want us to play a certain way. I want every ball to be caught. I want every out to be made. I want every pitch to hit its spot. I understand that sometimes that doesn't happen, but
no, defensively we played very, very well.
We did.
No errors today. So
nope. And I was actually thinking, we haven't been on our field to practice. We've been on our field to play since we've been back and been on the road. And so I'm excited that hopefully, I know the rain's going to happen here a little bit. We get to play again tomorrow, but we need to have some practice so we can work on some communication stuff. I thought some fly ball stuff looked like it needs to be cleaned up. So we'll get there.
All right. So as a whole, break the day down for me. Your thoughts as a whole. I know we wanted to hit the ball better in that first game, but you get 2 wins. You've now won 8 in a row. So break the day down for me as a whole. Do they get a B, a C, an A? What kind of grade can we give them?
Like a C plus.
Okay.
B minus. I just didn't like our energy. I didn't like how we were bouncing around. I want us to play ourselves. And I don't feel like we were doing that. I feel like we were trying to do too much. We had a great crowd today, which I love, but then sometimes they try to do things for the crowd, and I don't like that. Yep. So I like when we just play the game and stay within yourself and do what you can do, and don't make the moment too big and don't try to make something happen. Just keep it simple.
All right, Lincoln Land comes in here tomorrow. We've moved the Tuesday doubleheader up to try to beat Mother Nature. What do you know about Lincoln Land?
I know that they've been down in Florida trying to play a tough schedule. They haven't put one in the win column yet, I don't think, but I know that they're playing tough competition, and I respect somebody that goes and does that. And we played them last year down at St. Charles, and they put us in some ball games. So I know that they can play some ball, and we'll be ready to go.
All right, first pitch, 2:30 tomorrow. Lincoln Land comes to town. That's going to do it for today. The Warriors win 5-1 and 10-1. Huseman gets the win in game 1. Anderson gets the win in game 2. With Coach Diehl, I'm Russ W. Oker. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until next time, so long.